Hello guys, welcome to my channel EduTech. So today we are going to discuss about how to do the DBT setup locally so that it will be helpful for us to do the uh, hands-on on the locally. So for that purpose we are going to just follow some steps and do the hands-on. So before that, uh, in previous video we discuss about what is the dbt, what are the applications of dbt, where dbt we can use, and what is the main role of dbt in elt process. So, and one more thing, like what are the different products dbt offers. So that all we have covered. So now focus on the dbt local setup. Okay, so we need to follow some couple of steps using which we can do the dbt local setup. So before starting anything, so I want to give one heads up. So please try to install visual studio code on your local, because that will be helpful for development purpose. And second one is we need to create the data warehouse account, uh, uh, either redshift, bigquery, or snowflake on our uh, hands-on purpose. So we are going to follow snowflake account for our all the hands-on, because snowflake we can in snowflake we can create a 30 days free trial version. So that way it will be helpful, and I hope within 30 days we can cover all our dbt learning. So it will be helpful, like we can be able to use that free trial for 1 month. So I'm going to create one video, next video on that topic, to create a snowflake virtual account. So please stay tuned for that account, but before that just focus on this video to complete the dbt setup locally. Okay, so first step is follow this command, python environment virtual environment. So why we need this virtual environment? Because as we are going with locally, right, and we are not going to use any of the docker container or image, right, to do our all the uh, execute all our dbt projects. So for now we are going to create a python virtual environments where we can execute all our dbt projects. Then second is the whichever environment we are creating, so we need to activate that. So for activating that we are using second command. So if you can see the name of that, dbt underscore venv, that is our virtual environment name, and that is one we are activating. Once we'll activate that virtual environment, then we need to create a dbt core and dbt-snowflake. These two libraries we need to install inside that, because we are using dbt core. So that environment will have dbt core, all the apis, and then snowflake we are installing, so that it will have all the snowflakes apis. So please uh, go through and follow the steps. Yeah, so first thing is, I had created one folder. Inside that I did my initial setup. So we'll go and do our another setup. Okay, so first command to execute, I hope we have you executed first setting up the environment, then this activating environment, then install dbt core, then install dbt snowflake. Now the third command will be dbt init, dbt init. So using this command we will get the actual folder structure which dbt needs. So by default, I mean, or else dbt needs one of the predefined folder structures, and we can create it manually as well, but instead of going for manually we can use the dbt predefined commands. Okay, so execute the dbt init. So first, this init command needs some inputs. So just follow what it needs. So first it will ask about enter your project name. So just give project name, dbt uh, project setup test. This is my project name. Okay, the moment we'll press enter, so it will redirect to here. See here, it redirect to this dbt setup, this same product name. And here we can see subfolders, analysis, inside that macros and models and seeds, and what are these folders and all we can discuss later. And there is one yaml file, this configuration file. This is the entry point of our project. It will contain all the information about our projects. Okay, so now second step, it is asking for snow, give the database. So I have only one snowflake, so we are giving that number snowflake. Then it will ask about the what are the accounts. Okay, so just copy this warehouse, it will need us for later purpose. Okay, so how we can get that details? So first go to this admin page, then this account and view account detail. Here it will show all the account detail information. So first copy this account identifier. This will be kind of our account info, snowflake account. Okay, just press enter, then it will ask username. So I have username as well. Okay, then third it will ask whether you want password keys or ssc. So I want password, so press one option, enter, and then give the password. Okay, then third is it will asking role. So for role we have here role. By default we are using whatever role we are getting, so we can create multiple roles, but I'm using whatever it is by default. So use that one. And it will ask warehouse. So warehouse I already copied, right? So from where we can get that warehouse? So go to this admin page, and here it's warehouses is there. Warehouse is kind of compute using which we can execute our all the snowflake related activities. Okay, so here give the role, then give the database. So I have created one database as dbt, and second dbt underscore test as a schema. And then thread is like uh, dbt will execute all the models means which comes under this model folder. It will execute parallel this all the files. So for now I'm giving only one. So the as many threads we can give, that way it will execute parallelly. Okay, so now our dbt setup is done. Okay, now we can see here our uh, this all the setup is completed locally. So only thing we is pending is there is one more, like this dbt underscore project yaml. There is one more file, dbt underscore profile yaml, this file. So this file got created on this location, so just go to that location and copy that file and paste it on our this project path. Okay, go to users, then this path, and dbt, and from here copy this profile.yaml file. Go to our this, it should be in same place where our project.yaml file will be there. Okay, so I'll just go to that path and just paste it there. Okay, so what this file will contain? It will contain all the information about our credentials which we have given earlier, right? So it will contain all the credentials and all everything. So just be cautious about that thing. So you can see all my projects configuration here. So the latest one which we have created, so you can see somewhere yeah, somewhere, yeah, here I just removed password, but yeah, you can see this dbt setup we have created. You can set multiple profiles here, but we need to focus on our only one, this we have created. So this is the our actual value will be there in profile.yaml file. This is one. Okay, so okay, now go to another file, profile.yaml. So here once our this we done, right, profile.yaml created. Now the next step we can see in project.yaml file, we will have the link of profile.yaml this way. See the name of profile, this is the profile name file, and inside of the this profile also we have this profile name setup. Okay, so now next step is, as everything is folder structure is there, just go first just validate in our database uh, what is our schema and what is database. So we have used dbt as a database that I have already created, and there is one dbt underscore test schema. So right now there is no object, but the moment I'll execute dbt run command, so our as per our command list, right? So we have this dbt run command as a next. Just execute dbt underscore run command, and it will execute what it will do. This dbt run command will go to this model folder and execute this each file one by one, because we have given thread as a one. It will go there and one execute each one by one. Okay, okay. So it seems we got one error. Dbt found at expected path. Mm, okay, so I guess I copied wrong place, or no? No, it's on right place only. But let me remove other what we can say. Yeah, just type cd, then dbt underscore project underscore test. Okay, now we are in this actual project folder. Now here just try to execute dbt run command. Okay, so now it should go to this model folder and execute these both of the files. So what these files are doing high level, they just SQL query select star from some dummy values, and it is creating materialize a table. So it will create table. And second, here it is, this also select star from the query, but what it is doing, it is referring to that this file, my this file it will accept in it. And what it will do, it will create a view. How it will create view, that we have mentioned in here. Here we have mentioned like materialize, for example folder, in an example folder, uh, materialize as a view. So by default it will be view. So here it's view, but for this first file we are overriding the configuration. So instead of view, just use table. So this is this project.yaml, it is project level configuration, but each file level configuration will override that project level configurations. So that way it is here. Okay, it seems some issue is in our file. Okay, incorrect name or password specified. Okay, okay, let's see. Is there any incorrect? Let's see now I executed. So one file will create table and one file will create view. So at the end in our database, we should be able to see uh, in database one view and one table. Okay. So let's see if it is executing. Yeah, it's running now. It will execute first. It will run dbt, then it will run snowflake, and then it will run our actual models. So we have only two models. If you can see that, that's per the list. Yeah, running snowflake now. So next step will be run. It will run. Yeah, snowflake started, model started. Here concurrency is showing one because we have only one thread. Let this complete, it will take around 1 or 1 minutes to start. Earlier it took, yeah. So now it's running the model. See, first model started. It's running now. So this model started my first dbt model. So it will create the table, and then second also success. See, now both of the model got success. So now just go to database and see, go to open the schema. So we should see inside dbt schema, we should see one view and one table. Okay, inside dbt underscore test schema. So here is one table we got created. See, this is a table which we have mentioned, right? So if you can data, there is just dummy data we have put in some hardcode value, one and null, one column, right? And same if you can view, so we also will give the same data. Why? Because that is what we are selecting in this view, the table where id equal to 1. I guess we have that yeah. So in view, here we have this condition where id equal to 1, so that 1 we have given, so that way we got only one value, not null. Okay, so this way we have completed our dbt setup, and we are able to see the data in our actual snowflake database from the dbt model, right? So this way we can go ahead and do the dbt setup. So that's it for today. So I hope you got some learning and you understood how to do dbt setup and how to execute the some small test file through dbt and load the data into snowflake. So now this is our this way only we are going to do our all the hands-on. So right now we have given only two files, so going forward we'll give our actual hands-on files, our and actual hands-on concepts which we'll learn, and based on that we'll do hands-on. So yeah, thank you for guys for watching. So if you are new on this channel, so please do like, subscribe and share my channel. And yeah, we will yeah, so thank you, bye bye.